It's Halloween, so I'm playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Oh boy. I wanted to wait till kind of the evening. It's 5:45 Central Time. Yeah, we're gonna play this game for the first time. I've played this game before, so it's not gonna be exactly blind. So, it's kind of a spooky game. I might get jump scared, I might not. But this is gonna be pretty fast. Anyway, if you don't know who I am on YouTube, I'm Ice Panther, Frozen Ocean, Jordan, Mike Ware, the Boat Gaming. Welcome. Before I play this, I want to say, this is a very spooky game. I don't usually play horror games on my channel, so if you're watching this unaware of what Amnesia is, it's pretty spooky. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah, this is one of the games I was considering playing for Halloween. Because it is spooky, but looks like most horror games want to play it a few times. I swear there was more tinder boxes over this way. I could be wrong though. Alright. So move on. So yeah, this is the first part of the game. Boy. But the whole concept of this game, I mean, a lot of people have played and seen this game. This game was like, it was YouTube in 2009, pretty much, for a while. Or not 2009, but like early 2000 or early 2010s. So yeah, the whole game you're walking through different compartments of this castle, trying to get up to a man and kill him, if you don't already know. It's called Amnesia because the guy like drinks a potion to forget everything, and he slowly... the hell? He slowly puts the pieces together through the notes that he left himself. I'm just gonna lay here for a while. This game was free a couple years ago. I'm trying to get as many tinderboxes as possible. Oh, there's one. This is like the only area of the game that I don't know the name of. I don't have to go in there, so I'm not going to. It's just like it's like a 2 rule for sanity. You go in that room and it turns dark. Right here. I actually won't say from now on. If I skip something, I'll let you guys find for yourself when you play it. It is on PlayStation 4 if you have a PS4. Obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. It's probably not that expensive, I would assume. Like 20 bucks at the most. Okay. I'm just gonna go in here for tinderboxes. Yeah, there's 2 here, I see. Ew. Nasty ass bugs. Alright, I'm out of here. But yeah, when I first played this game, it was terrifying. This game is probably... Of course, this is all based on opinion, but I think it's the best horror game ever produced. It's genius in every way. Oh, yes, lovely sound. Jingling chains, my favorite sound. I'm just checking around for tinderboxes. See if there's any behind here. Nope. Any in here? Yep, there's one in here. Yeah, in this game you want as much light as possible and you'll be fine. Like, a lot of people are hesitant to play this game because it is quite frightening. Alright, and we get our first note.
Thank you for this. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this would be horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. The shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Yeah, so this game takes place within the course of a few months in the year 1839. the right stick in the direction you want to move the lever. Yes, okay. There we go. I don't know why that was so wonky. Alright. Traveling to Dover meant going through Centerbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense guilt connected with neglect of family. But yeah, it's like over the course of, it's like from like May to August. There are some from 300 years ago, because that's how old Alexander is. I believe. This area, yep, oil, tinderbox. Another tinderbox, and more oil. Yeah, so I believe the theory is that he uses human suffering as a way to keep dying or something like that. Yeah, I'll wait. I gotta go here first. So yeah, there's a lot of lost souls in this game that you hear, because Alexander tortures people to get this stuff called vitae out of them. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna go first, because it has the key to the wine cellar. This game is pretty linear most of the time. Like, you can go to the laboratory, but there's not gonna be much for you to do. It's just gonna be, because there's chemicals that you need to mix in the lab in a pot. Oh boy. Oh, a note.
16th of May, 1839.
Yeah, May.
The unflinching African sun continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play this game past Halloween though, because I just like it. There's nothing else in here. There's a room with a tinderbox. starting to get a little insane. So there's two main monsters in this game. There's grunts and brutes. They look like little potato sacks. And this is the first technical encounter. Even though it's mainly only audio, and if you do somehow manage to see it, it's just like a poofer, which means it's gonna come at you and then just disappear. I'm gonna try to find all the notes. If I accidentally skip one, oh well.
They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down
Because there's some
broken steps. The crudely carved passage,
convoluted areas in this game.
It looked much older than the
Like areas that are like
the twisting path emerged
long and have arcing paths.
antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt familiarity to it. We stood. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, I did open them, I just closed them right away. Nothing. Alright. I can go in here. I don't think there's much in here. There's a book that fell on the ground. But yeah, this game is great because it's so spooky and it just does everything right. It's not like a Slender or most games where it's just like, boo, jump scare. It like makes you feel creepy and eerie because it just puts you alone in an environment and it lets your imagination do the talking, which is a great thing. I got him. Hello? Potato Man, are you here? Smile. That's what I know. Speak of the devil. Gotta hand it to you, Alexander. This is a really well-built castle. Oh, there's another note, but I'm gonna look in these drawers first. Don't. The lantern burnt out. plot devices of this is this mysterious orb that has magical powers, I guess.
My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
I forgot I could move during this.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closer to my hands. A faint cloud escaped my fingers, making a spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted. The voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, grasped firmly in my hands was the rope of
I think in this part I'm at least gonna get past the first hub. I might get past a lot more though. So I just boom.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Guess I have to read this one. Okay, all stop in Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty get lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for the remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron, Werner Brandenburg, lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby. Alstat, and like most of those noble births, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by the fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. Sam, who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. And there's some character introduction for you. Alright, so where did I... Won't open, it's locked. Okay. Just in case I activated something there. Doesn't seem like I did. Strange. Oh boy, I'm not dealing with that. You're gonna be hearing a lot more of that noise later on, ladies and gentlemen. I forget where the exit to this place is. Not through here. Oh, it's this way. How about no? I'm out of here. Oh. Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a good one. Ow. Hope you got some good candy today, or whatever it is you do on Halloween. Danced, you got drunk, you dressed up in a weird outfit. Like a superhero of some kind, maybe. A princess, or a witch. Vampire, werewolf, etc. Go in the laboratory last, like I said. Forgot. To the wine cellar. we'll see later, but the worst parts of this game are the storage, the prison, the sewer, and the choir. Those are like the big 4 areas of this game that are absolutely bonkers. And this is one of the lost soul stories that are all throughout this game. He imprisons people, makes them suffer. Oh boy. Ow. I got hit with a barrel. Just so I can get my sanity up. I'm gonna toast by this candle. Oh, I'm doing bad for sanity. Is it getting better? Yes, it's definitely getting better. I'm gonna wait till I'm green. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go walk. Oh boy. Spirits of the damned are certainly angry.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
He poisoned him with wine.
My God, Wilhelm, do something! Except we're not getting out. How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Nothing in here. Okay. Story of Wilhelm. My name is Wilhelm House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle of Brandenburg as most of the aristocracy. I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of this contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brandenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I had done. I was weak, and I fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming, their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... ... Boom. And that is the end of that guy. Nothing in there. Don't think there's any tinder boxes that I might have missed in here, but I could be wrong. Good. Didn't really care for my company. Alright, I'm gonna trigger this hallucination because I need the laudanum, because you gotta take that shit where you can get it. Those things will really take a number on you. Here, I'll use my lamp. Bottle cleared it right up, I guess. Alright, now that we have everything, we can go to the lab now. Despite how scary this game is, I really like it. It was like, I tell you what. 10-year-old me or 11-year-old me would sit down and watch PewDiePie or Toby play this game, and it was a good time. Playing it not so much, but it's still fun. Every time you get quest items, it'll increase your sanity as well. Down this way, I believe. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce an even more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, and it proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution, and we should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemical solution to my predicament. The tinderbox. I'll use that on this candle so I can save lantern light. There's one of these lamp things in here. One day I'll return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Yep. Alright, into the pot. Into the thingy. Forgot that it was R2, like always. Those planks. Oh, the shadow's very angry at me. Alright, there we go. Out in the laboratory we go. And that's the first hub complete. Oh yeah, we still got plenty of time. Ouch. The shadow says no going back in there. Chemicals make me angry. That's what that shadow's saying. Wowee. And there we go. Done and done. Into the refinery. Alexander, the Dodger of questions. Oh boy. Gotta avoid that guy at all costs. He is definitely not friendly, that's for sure. Oop, one aisle. More laudanum. No, close.
22nd of June, 1850. It's been more than a month since we last spoke. After the event inside the underground paper in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted on a return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but I couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you dreamed it all. Anything in here I should worry about? Probably not. Okay, I think I've already been in these areas. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Alright. Time to meet Mr. Fishy Man. Ow. Just gotta flip that switch. guy some food, otherwise he's gonna eat you. Oh, he killed me. Bless it. I don't know where it's gonna spawn me now. Alright, and then you just boom and boom. And then this is basically a chase scene. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I always die at least once on that guy. I don't know why. 'Cause he kills him like 2 hits, that's why. Not good, not good. Oh, I jumped through the ceiling, I don't know why. Oh, get to the damn door. There's a lot of things that are angry at you. Very angry demons everywhere. Here's the second hub. Alright, what time we got? Yeah, we could do a couple of these rooms. Start with the guest room. I might end after this hub actually, because this hub's not very long.
Returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
What? How am I at full health now? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, the tinderbox. Just hide in here until that monster goes away. He's an angry fella. monsters is if you want to know if they're gone, you always wait until the music goes away. Because that means they're gone. Or at least not in the same area as you, so you'll be able to go. Alright. How'd I go? You always want to find a dark place to hide when those things come around. Open your damn chest. There's oil. Okay. I'm gonna go in here because I think there's a oil.
Let's see what you have to offer.
Tinderbox.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
This boy's even torturing dogs. What an asshat. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain, since no research has been made in my particular interest. I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice as prove less something. There's a note on this table as well. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induces stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous experience, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where or what it is, but I can sense it, and it reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting the energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this from trust and torture to enable any real work to be done. More experience must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. Might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. This guy's a sadist. Alright, chairman, you're coming with me. Or you can shut the door on me. Damn chair. Oh, jumped one brick too far. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries from where I came. Mankind is not even always to breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered the gate. The elevator breaks down again. Make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8, down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the flowing chart. Trinity steam set functions 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine would not check perfectly until all the rods are inserted. Wait, was there one there? No, it's a wheel. There's nothing here. There's tinder boxes though. It's an oiled thing. Oh wait. Oh, there's no drawers. I thought there was drawers to check. There isn't. Oh boy. That shadow doesn't even like trees. Alright, I think we can skedaddle out of here. That's where I'll leave off at the end of this hub. So we're gonna end this Halloween stream with a spooky bang because there's some potato men in this area.
As it happens, it's imperative to your survival. If it looks ridiculous, the shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Make sure my lantern's filled in here. My health is fine. Okay. This is the first major bad area. It's not too terrible compared to the rest of them, but this is where it gets real. Storage. case in point. If I'm lucky, we'll only see one of these guys. And it's the guy that you have, that's at the top of the stairs, that you have to duck and weave around. Okay, I think we're good. Regarding explosive mixture, Alexander, I have prepared the explosive you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. Liquids are not by themselves explosives and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large, vast vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go. I don't think there's much else in here. One more thing.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Okay, wrong area. Don't want to open that door, that's a troll door. Already looked in here. That's the exit. So it has to be in one of the rooms down here. Aha. Oh, I was already in here. sorry, I'm a little quiet. It's very eerie in here. We just put the pot here. We throw a rock and run.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Gosh, I hate that. It's one of the worst scares in the game. Alright, shut this so I have time and Mr. PP comes along. The full set of 3 rods is unavailable. There's just 1 rod in the inner study room, which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in storage before using a mended one. Alright, and then we just wait for the music to go away. It might take a while. Oh boy. Damn, he is still here. Begone, Satan. Satan potato sack. I don't want your french fries, or your hash browns, or your tater tots. Just leave me be to my spinach. make a dozen cupcakes before this guy leaves. Unreal. He is still here. What the nuts? I guess I could, nope. Guess I could just take a nap in this corridor. Waiting for Mr. BP the PP to leave. She gone. Muddy. I'm gonna have to run pretty soon. There's gonna be a guy guarding the exit. I'm gonna have to run around him. Hopefully I don't die. I know he's gonna be right around that corner. Yep, there he is. Jesus. That was not the right way. Why did I go that way? Go, go. Not good. I almost killed myself because I thought that the exit was sooner than it was, but it was a door that I had left open. No, I'm going back there. Alright, and this is where I'm gonna leave it. Hope you guys enjoyed the spooky game for Halloween and more than that. I will be back maybe later tonight, but probably tomorrow for sure, sometime tomorrow, with part 2. See you guys later. Subscribe to my channel, The Boat Gaming. It's a picture of a yellow sailboat with a blue thing. Next stream.